short that
Yep.
could be the difference between winner or loss. So
Okay, we're going into game number 2 now. It's going to start up immediately. StrifeCro is going to run with his shaman, and he knows he understands the dire, just what the really the dire straits and the tiebreaker situation. So this has got to be his best deck, I would imagine.
yeah,
He's going to run with the shaman and try to sweep 3-0 for the rest of the way here.
yeah, I'm kind of surprised that he actually went with the shaman. Clearly, he feels very comfortable with it against all 3 of Kungen's remaining decks. But I would have thought, I mean, he's the druid, right? StrifeCro is just the druid.
Right. Not many people have a class that they are, and he is the druid. I guess you're kind of the paladin too, in our community.
Yeah, but paladin's a very weak class. Come on now.
We haven't seen it in this event, man. That's gotta get some paladin love, Blizzard. Okay, so StrifeCro is off to a quick start with the coin harvest golem there, and Kungen, is he gonna live tap here, or is he gonna throw down an ancient watcher? We'll see.
I think Kungen can't really throw down the watcher if he has a mountain giant, just because it interferes with his turn 4 giant.
Yeah.
Is that right? 3, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it interferes with his turn 4 giant.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, he went first, so he doesn't have that leeway. But
so he's gonna go ahead and tap. Pretty good sign that he's got a giant, I'd say, like a mountain giant. Okay, so StrifeCro is gonna have a pretty free turn 3 here. He might play the Feudal Spirit here, just kind of fill the board. But you know, the handlock always has the Shadow Flame, has the Hellfire, and it's really big threat to fill in the board too early here.
The other thing too is that if he throws down Feral Spirits, even if Kungen just has a giant, the giant will still kill one of the spirits, and StrifeCro won't be able to hex because it'll be overloaded to 2 mana.
Good point. Yep.
I think this is a better play. If Kungen just has a Drake, then it's a really easy Earthshock plus Feral Spirits. I mean, Kungen might even choose to just Shadow Flame here, or Hellfire here. Seems a little weak because you kind of want to save those for Feral Spirits.
Yeah,
but
I think I would save it for a better time.
If he doesn't have a Drake or a Giant, I mean, he's going to want to do something.
Okay, so he goes ahead and plays the Mountain Giant. StrifeCro has a nice answer for it in the form of the Hex.
Yeah, although, the question is, does he really have to do that right now? I mean, he does have that Taunt Totem up. Part of the value of that Taunt Totem is it's a Taunter. But,
yeah, but you don't want to run that risk, you know? Run the risk of... Heck, even a Soulfire, removing that and then taking 8 to the face is can pretty costly for the Shaman. Not much life gain in the Shaman.
Yeah, and none in fact.
Yeah, is there none in there? Do you just have Earthens? I forget if he has Earthens or not in this deck.
Monk was the only one who was running Earthens, but
okay.
Kungen does go with that Hellfire there, and you know Strife's kind of in an awkward position. He really wants to add to the board. But if he just plays the Feral Spirits, he's going to overload his turn 6, and I mean, he's kind of got a full house of mana costs there, 3 6s and 2 1s.
He does, but he can deal with the Giant. If he throws down a Mountain Giant here, or even a Molten Giant here, he could deal with it with the Lightning Bolt and the Wolves in the Argent Square. But he's going to go double Ancient Watcher here. He's going to taunt both of these? Wow. Okay, so he's going to get a lot of value from these Ancient Watchers. Might even be Shadow Flamed, who knows, at some point.
Yeah, that double Ancient Watcher is a very strong play here, but
it's got the Lightning Storm. That's a good top deck from StrifeCro here. He can hurt basically both Watchers and then remove it if he wants.
And it's just still overloading him over and over again, though. I mean, I still think you do it, but the question is, do you even have to? Can you just Lightning Bolt the 2/3 and then kind of move along?
I think you could just maybe remove one of them and then just pass.
Yeah, I guess.
Play one Lightning Bolt.
You could Lightning Bolt. You could actually just Rockbiter 1, and then bolt the 2/3. Oh, and you got
a good roll.
Pretty good rolls, yeah.
He got 3/2/3 there, and he could actually remove this entire board if he wanted to.
Yeah, I think if I'm him, I do that as well. Keep your wolves safe, you're overloaded next turn. You can't play a 6 anyways.
Yep.
And just get in for some damage, clear out the board.
Yep, and that's exactly what he's doing. So next turn he's going to be at 4 mana. Not much in his hand right now to play. But definitely Kungen doesn't have that shield protection that with the double Ancient Watcher taunted in case he throws down some of his giants here, and just that's free reign and swinging through to StrifeCro. Kungen seems to have doesn't seem to have a obvious choice here.
Yeah, if he had another giant, I think he would have thrown it down already.
Yeah.
He might be a little bit afraid of what Strife can do, but Strife's overloaded back down to turn 4 next turn, so he can't be really that worried.
Yeah, I think they're also taking their time. This is a really important game. Again, every loss for StrifeCro is but this loss for StrifeCro here could be game ending, or just series ending his chances for the grand finals. Going to throw down another Mountain Giant here, and no Hex for StrifeCro here, so this is going to be a little bit difficult. He does at least have the taunt up to possibly delay or to protect his face here on this turn. It would allow him to get down the Fire Elemental and potentially remove the Giant with the Yeti and the Spirit Wolf. Kungen throws down a Twilight Drake, nice.
Ooh, and he taunts it. That's going to be a pretty easy clear for Strife here. He's going to be able to fire Ellie the giant to death, and then Earthshock is going to do what Earthshock's supposed to do in this matchup, which is kill every single Twilight Drake.
Yep. And crazy value. You're not going to get any better than that play when it comes to value in this game. And Fire Elemental is going to remove this Mountain Giant. And StrifeCro is all of a sudden looking a lot better, and he's got some follow-up to this too. Kungen, if Kungen has to Siphon Soul this, then StrifeCro's just going to continue to follow it up with another Fire Elemental and probably removing that Argus.
Yeah, I mean, Kungen's used, that's 3 giants so far, and a bunch of taunts and a Drake, so a lot of his primary threats are kind of gone. And Strife is still looking very, very solid here with 3 very high value minions and a very high life total. So it's looking
Doomhammer. That's a good
for StrifeCro.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be a nice turn with a Fire Elemental here to remove the Earth and Rain Farseer. Going to throw down a Totem, and then he's going to have a potential Azure Drake and Doomhammer turn 10. That would be pretty nice.
That's a pretty sick turn 10.
Yeah, that is. On top of the Fire Elemental that's on the board.
Yeah,
So-
and let's see, Kungen's got 1 giant left, 1 Drake left, and Jiraxis, and Alexstrasza, right?
I bring life.
Yeah.
Ooh, and he's going for just the big Alexstrasza play. I guess he's saying, well, I'm going to clear out your Fire Elemental, and I've got 20 damage in my hand next turn, or at least 15.
It's
So-
it's been a while since we've seen a Jiraxis in the handlock played in
Yeah,
this
that is true.
event. I don't even know if we've seen one. That's kind of wild now thinking about it. Okay, so that's gonna be
one yesterday, but yeah, Jiraxis is kind of fallen out of favor in handlock. So
actually not Jiraxis. Sorry, I was thinking Alexstrasza. We haven't seen Alexstrasza played that much, even though it's been run. It's just we haven't actually seen it thrown on the board.
only ones that has come out in have been the Warrior mirrors, actually.
Yeah, not the handlock. So Azure Drake's going to be drawn an Unbound Elemental, which can go
Strife
well with the
needs a
Doomhammer.
taunt totem.
Yeah,
Strife needs a
definitely.
taunt
needs
totem. I think we're looking at potentially just like a Leroy finish here. And
Oh wow. Okay, so he's not going to even taunt here. And Kungen shakes his head. He doesn't look thrilled.
He doesn't look too
actually.
happy about this,
I
yeah.
think he'd be really happy about that, but I guess
And
he is down to 12. He must not have.
You might
a way
must
to-
have like Leroy and a damage, I guess. But
Well, he definitely doesn't have lethal. He would have played that already. But does he have heal?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Soulfire maybe?
Siphon? You think Soulfire?
Siphon? Maybe a Siphon.
Siphon would probably be his best bet here. Soulfire.
I think I would, whether I had Siphon or Soulfire, I think I would use it on the Drake here rather than hitting. I mean, he knows Strife runs Argent Commanders. And yeah, I just have to think that you just want to get the 8 damage in, if you can clear the Drake any other way.
Yeah, Kungen's really worried about like a Rock Biter, just buffing up this Doomhammer. Much less two of them, but at least one of them isn't even going to put him in dire straits. He's not going to even be able to tap. I'm sure he's trying not to tap either here.
Yeah.
So he's going to go ahead and...
Also afraid of that spell power, actually.
Yep. Oh, he's going to taunt, too. This is a great turn for him.
Yeah.
I don't think Strife's going to be able... He did indeed draw the Rock Biter. Can he kill Kungen first off?
He can't kill Kungen, but he does have a chance to live another turn. It's kind of weird. You have to Earthshock the Alexstrasza, hit the Owl, kill the Sun Fury with the Rock Biter on the Spell Power Totem, and then roll a Taunt Totem just to live for another turn. And that's even a maybe because you die to Hellfire, and you die to a lot of stuff. He can just kill the Alexstrasza with the Argent Commander, Rock Biter, and Earthshock, but yeah, that's a very precarious position because he still dies to Hellfire. Might actually be better that way, though. It's better than relying on RNG, I suppose.
Yeah, I think so too. So I think he is gonna opt for that.
Yeah. All right, so he's gonna take the guaranteed maybe turn. Yeah, he's gonna take the guaranteed.
And Kungen's shaking his head.
Live through the board.
He likes this. And it's looking like as long as he has a Soulfire, he wins his game. Yep, he's got the 2 thumbs
Kungen,
up here.
Gave a thumbs up, which means he's got this one. Yeah, pretty happy.
And those Giants, man, Alexstrasza is just a little too much for a StrifeCro to deal with. He never drew his second Hex. So looks like Kungen's gonna take that game, go up 2-0, and that's actually going to mean that he ends up going to the grand finals. But we're going to play this series through just for the sake of at least completeness. But yeah, what do you think of that result, man?